Okay, we are officially recording. I'm so excited, you guys. Me, okay. This, um, this topic tonight, I'm so pumped about. I think it's just because I realize how vitally important this is for our business, just for our success ultimately. And so I want to cover this. I want to dive in. I want to challenge you. I hope that you hear my heart tonight, that this is just something that I know from experience, and I know from by being in this business, but also just in life in general, how important this is. And so I hope you know that I'm challenging you because I believe in you, and I know you have the potential to do incredible things, because you guys are already doing such incredible things and influencing so many people. And so just understand where I'm coming from tonight, that this is just me pushing and challenging you because I know you have what it takes, and I know that that you've got this, and I'm excited to see where it goes from tonight. But anyway, so hopefully you have notes out, and make sure your chat's open. I'm going to ask you a question, but really quick before we dive in, couple of quick announcements. I want to tell you something I'm really excited about. In addition to this, I'm always excited. This gets me pumped up, passionate about this. So what I've decided to do is, I know that there's a lot of new coaches on our team, and I know that recruiting is something that I think it's tough in general. So when you are trying to build your team, it's not easy to build your team. And that's why I want to help you. I want to step in. And so what I want to do is, I think it's going to be every Sunday night, not this upcoming Sunday night, because I'll be at the Platinum Edge in Dallas, but the following week, I believe, is when I'll start. We're going to be doing weekly business opportunity webinars on, I believe, Sunday nights. So it'll be a 30-minute quick, I will talk about the business opportunity. And what this is a prime opportunity for you to invite people to those calls. So I'm just going to start doing it on a weekly basis. And then maybe in a few weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, we'll reevaluate and see if it's helpful, if it's something that we feel like is really beneficial to you or to us as a team. I'll continue doing it, and I'll probably have, some of the coaches on our team presenting the business, or invite guest coaches to come and present the business as well. So it's not just me all the time. But I think what this could do is, I want this to be a constant resource for you. First of all, obviously, to invite your prospects to these calls. So, if you are talking to somebody and they're like, tell me more about this business, or they show interest, then you can say, hey, you know what, there's actually a live webinar happening this weekend. I'd love for you to just hop on, and then I'll connect with you after. It takes the pressure off of you having to present the business, but it doesn't take away your responsibility to share the business. It just presents an opportunity for you to kind of sit back and let me do it for you. But what I want you to do from this is, I want you to take this and learn how to present the business, so that you can start doing your own business opportunity calls, and you feel more confident as you go out there and start presenting the business more. So that's what it's for. But please, please, please take advantage of this. So even if you can invite one person onto this call every week, that's great. Make that your goal, or maybe make it 3 to 5. Your goal is that weekly, add that to your list, that you're going to invite 3 to 5 people onto the weekly webinar opportunity call. Can you guys imagine if you've invited 3 people a week and you ended up signing 1 new coach a week? That's 4 new coaches in a month. That's huge. That's huge. You could end up going diamond in like 90 days if you did that, if you committed to that. It's insane. But anyway, so I want to step in, and I want to help lead that for you. So please take advantage. And again, we'll reevaluate after a few weeks if you guys feel like, it's not working or whatever. But I want to make sure we do that. And then next week, so what's today? Monday. So on Monday, so a week from today, we're going to open up our team page again and do another sneak peek. I don't know that I'll advertise this like I did last time, but I will be inviting people myself to be a part of it. So on Monday, we're going to open up our team page again for 5 days, so Monday through Friday. And again, this is something I want to do monthly, because I want to open the doors for you guys to invite as many people as you can to check out what the coaching opportunity looks like, and to see if they're a good fit for your team. That's why I'm doing this, so that you can ultimately build your team and have tons of resources and places to plug them in to learn more about the opportunity. So just keep that in mind. Write that down, that a week from today, our team page is going to be open again for 5 days, and people can come in. I'll post about our business and those most frequently asked questions, that sort of thing. That way people will get to know the business, and then it's your job to follow up and figure out if they're a good fit and to get them signed up. So I'll post more on our team page, but those are the announcements. So all right, so here we go. So here's the topic that I'm just so passionate about. And I believe truly that if you get this and if you apply it and you really take to heart what I'm talking about tonight, I believe that this will make a big difference for you. And I know it'll make a huge difference for your business, but I also want you to apply this to life. I know that, as when we grow as people, we grow where we become better leaders, become better business owners, better friends, and we can become mentors, all that. So there's a lot that goes into this if we can get this and really adopt this. But let me ask you a question, first of all, and this is where the chat comes in. So write down your answer, whatever you think, whatever first comes to mind. But my question to you is this. Think about the people in history who have made the greatest impact. So we're talking like Mother Teresa. I wrote down a few names. Steve Jobs, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, those people. So think about those people. And the question is this: what do you think is the one thing that they had in common that drove them to action? So we know them in our history books because they did this, that they took a stand, they took action. But what do you think it is? And you can just throw it out there. What do you think it is that drove them to that? Passion, vision. Yep. Cool. Anybody else? Any other guesses? Okay, I'll tell you because I'm excited. Belief. They believed so strongly in what they were doing and their calling and their mission that they were willing to, a lot of them, risk their lives to get the message across. And thank the Lord, we don't have to risk our lives in order to be bold in our business and to take a stand for what we believe in our business as a Beachbody coach. But I want you to ingrain this word into your mind, this word belief. And I want this to be something that just kind of saturates into your mind this week, especially because here's the deal. And I'm just going to kind of read through my notes because I wrote a lot down. I just was like writing. But a lot of people say they believe, and I want you to insert yourself in here. A lot of people say that they believe, but few people believe enough to let it transform their lives and their business and their work ethic. So a lot of people will say, hey, I believe in the coaching opportunity. I believe that it works. I believe that our products work. I believe that the workout programs can get us great results. And as coaches, I believe all of us, I think it's fair to say we believe that. I don't think we would be coaches if we didn't. But the problem is, and I think where we struggle is we may not truly believe enough. We may not be fully sold out to what we're doing. And it affects everything. It affects our work ethic. It affects our business because honestly, it just, we believe, but we're not as bold as what we could be. Another thing I wrote down is that we hold back because we don't want to experience rejection. And maybe you felt this. I don't know. I definitely have never felt this before. Just kidding. I totally have. This is something that we all face, I think, right? I think to some degree, on some level, all of us are fearful of rejection. If we weren't, who knows what we'd be doing? I think rejection, that fear of rejection holds us back. It holds me back all the time. I get it. But we hold back because we don't want to experience rejection. And courage is not necessarily always our first reaction in our business. We don't always instinctively react by being courageous and just going for it anyway and doing it anyway and taking that first step without knowing what's gonna happen or what's gonna be the result. Courage just isn't necessarily always our go-to. And I'm saying this because from experience, it's not always my go-to. I'm not always courageous about something. I don't think of something and go, oh, I don't even care what anybody thinks. I'm going to make a video about that. It doesn't even matter. Sometimes I'm like, well, I don't know if that would really be accepted well. I don't really know what people would think about that. We tend to really let fear set in, and it clouds our belief. Ultimately, it clouds our boldness in what we're doing. And I think it's really fair to say that that a watered down message. So when we are out there presenting our business and getting people plugged in, I think it's fair to say that a watered down message can be somewhat worthless, right? If somebody came to you, think about it. If somebody came to you and they were like, hey, I've got this really cool thing. It's helped me in my life, take it or leave it. It's cool. It's really great. And it's fairly priced. And, come on, if somebody came to you like that, it's a good thing. And I like it and I use it sometimes. And yeah, I got some decent results from that. I wouldn't be sold. I wouldn't want anything to do with that. You got to sell me on something. You've got to explain to me all the reasons why I need that product and why it's missing from my life. And if I have your product, how it's going to change my life and how it's going to ultimately just, alter the course of my history. That's how I want to be sold. And so we've got to think of it that way, that a watered down message, when we come across as coaches, and if we water down our message at all, if we water down the fact that, we're excited about building our team, but we hold back. It's great to be coached, but maybe if you don't really want to hear about it, that's okay. Don't worry about it. I won't bother you with it. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to bring that up. Don't worry about it. Our watered down message can be worthless. And honestly, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time if we're just going to be ho-hum about it, or we're just going to be kind of half in, half out. This is where I just really want to challenge you to be bold. And I want this belief. I want us to believe in what we're doing so strongly, because it's changed our lives, that it's going to ultimately just change us and change our world and change our business, because it is that powerful. What we have to offer, you guys know, you guys have felt the changes. You guys have experienced what it's like to have these physical changes that allow us to do more. We've got more freedom. We've got some financial freedom. You've built a team. You've created that belief in yourself because you've experienced awesome stuff. But I think a lot of times we don't allow ourselves to believe fully, to commit fully, to approach our business boldly. And so anyways, let me keep going. Let me keep going through these notes. I have a lot written down. Okay. We choose whether we believe our mission or not. And people are going to understand. They're going to feel that. They're going to get it. They're going to understand. They're going to feel the vibe of, do they really believe that? Are they really committed to it? Or, is this just something that was they think is cool, but they're not sold out to it. And the reason that this is so important, that the belief is so important, is that people know. People sense it. They know if you're really sold out to it or not. And people are looking for that. They want to know this works, that this business works, these products work, that this is something that you are not ashamed to talk about, that you're not cowering in a corner when somebody asks you about Beachbody, but you're standing proudly because it's changed your life and it's something that you want so desperately to help improve and change their life. They're looking for that. They want that. They want to know that they can trust you and that it's a trustworthy product and a trustworthy business. And even more than that this is a business that could really change their life as well. That's what people want to we want to connect with stuff that's going to change us. We want to connect with stuff that's going to make us better. But if we're approaching people timidly, and if we're approaching people, with this attitude that we believe in what we're doing, but maybe not quite enough to just let them know exactly how this is going to transform their lives and why they need it. So we've got to approach people much more boldly. We have to believe enough that what we have in our hands is life-changing. And we have to believe 100% that we have what people need. Ultimately, That's what we've got to believe. Do you believe it? I want you to ask yourself that. Do you really believe it? Like, not just like, yeah, I know these programs change lives, but are you willing to stand up and talk about these programs even when somebody's bashing Beachbody, or even when somebody's saying, oh, well, that doesn't work, or hey, I heard that there was a bunch of, crap in Shakeology, or, are you willing to stand up and say, you know what, and not on the defense, like, hey, I'm going to defend this and we're going to get in this argument, but are you willing to stand up for your business and for what you believe in about our products and how they've changed your life? That's where I want to challenge you and ask you, how deep does that belief go in you? Because the belief is what's going to get you up in the morning and drive your business. This belief, how much you believe in yourself and your business and what you're capable of and what this business is capable of in your life, that's what's going to get you up in the morning. Not the fact that you may have sold a challenge pack the day before, but the belief that I don't care what happens in my business today, I'm going to spread the word, and I'm going to tell people, I'm going to get people connected to this workout program or to Shakeology or to my boot camp, because I know that they need it. I know that other things haven't worked for them, but this would be a great fit for them. And I don't care what they say. I don't care if they're going to laugh in my face. I'm going to tell them about it, because it's important to me that maybe, just maybe, they will say yes. They will get plugged in, and they may have incredible change in their life that affects their family, that affects their future, and potentially, if they get connected to the business, that it could financially change their entire situation. The power that we have through this business, that it allows us to influence and get people plugged in and allow them to experience life change, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. And I believe that a lot of times it's just fear that holds us back, that we don't quite believe in this enough. We love the idea of it. We love, helping people, and we love getting people connected, and we love, even the idea of building a team, but we don't necessarily believe in it enough to where we are sold out and we're willing to be bold about it, to where it doesn't matter if we're posting something about, how much Shakeology's changed our life on social media. Because I get it that there's times where it's like, ooh, I don't want to step on any toes. Like, I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. I don't want to, I don't know. You insert however you feel, because I felt all of those things. Like, I don't want to ruffle feathers, or, I don't want people to not like me because I'm involved in doing this. And because that's what holds us back. That's that, I believe in it, but I don't want to step on any toes kind of a belief. And if we approach our business that way, and we're trying to be successful, and we want to be successful as coaches and have influence, we can't be that way. We can't be half in. We can't just hope that because we like the products and they've worked for us and we talk to people here and there, we've got to be sold out. So anyways, okay. So I've said that, but here I want to put some practical steps so I don't run out of time. So I want you to, these are questions. So I want you to ask these 7 questions, and I want you to write these down, because this is something that you can easily go back and reflect on throughout the rest of the week. But I want to challenge you to, when I'm telling you these questions, I want you to identify the 1 or 2 or 3 that might stick out to you, that you feel like you connect with or resonates most with you. And I want you to do some soul searching, I want you to figure out what it is and why it is that these things keep coming up. And I know that a lot of it is because we may not believe as strongly as we think we do about the business, and that's okay. But I just want to encourage you in these ways. Okay, so let's go. Number 1. So here are 7 ways to identify a problem with our belief in our business and what we're doing and what we're capable of. So number 1, are we watering down our message out of fear? If you find yourself constantly watering down your message out of fear for what people are going to think, or fear of stepping on toes or ruffling feathers, there's probably an issue with the belief, your belief in the business. And again, you guys, I'm saying all of this out of love. These are all things I've experienced. These are all things I've gone through. And that's why I was able to write these down. And so I want to challenge you in these things, and to really evaluate. But are we watering down our message out of fear of what people are going to think? Oh, that's just another MLM. Oh, she's just, she's probably going to be in this, and next she'll be doing Jamberry, and then she'll be doing, 31, or, it doesn't matter what people think. Ultimately, we've got a message that is potentially life-changing for people. I've seen lives changed completely. And I know you guys are seeing that happen too and unfold right in front of you. And this is only the beginning. And that's what's so beautiful about it. But ask yourself, are we watering down our message out of fear? Number 2, are we apologizing for prices and commitments? So are we in a roundabout way sometimes apologizing? Oh, I know it's so expensive. I know, I'm sorry. I know, that's maybe out of your budget. Are you apologizing for commitments? Yeah, I'm so sorry. I know it's a long time, but if you could just commit, I think it would really change your life. Do we ever do that? Do you find yourself doing that? Like apologizing for these incredible services that you're offering for free? You are putting in time and energy and effort into your boot camps. Don't ever apologize for the price of things. You guys know when you get through a Beachbody program and you see those results, would you pay that $60 again for that program now knowing the results that you got from it? I think so. I would. After drinking a month's worth of Shakeology and paying the money that we pay for it, and staying away from sweets more, having more energy, saving money because you replaced a meal with it, saving time and energy because you were able to take it on the go. Would you pay for Shakeology again at the end of the month knowing you got to experience all of those things? I think so. I would. I'd definitely pay that again. I would pay full price for that bad boy. I would. It's worth it. So why are we apologizing? It's because we don't necessarily believe sometimes that this is the best option. We question it. We wonder, but that's going to really trip us up. Number 3, are we holding back and assuming people will say no? I've never done this before. Just kidding. Oh, I do this all the time. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't talk to that person. They would never say yes to me. Like they would laugh in my face, or they would think I'm dumb. I don't know. I mean, insert whatever feelings you would have. But are we holding back because we're assuming people will say no? We write people off because we just don't think they're even going to give us the time of day. Are we writing people off because we think, we're afraid of what they're going to say or what they're going to think about us, that we're approaching them about this business opportunity that we think, or these products that we think will really enhance their life and potentially change their health habits or their future or their income, or, insert whatever it is there that you want to. But are we fearful of that? And I get it. Again, I get this, but just ask yourself that question. Make sure you write that down. Number 4, are we always questioning our own abilities? So when you go to launch a challenge group, or when you go to, present the business, are you constantly questioning your abilities? Are you always thinking, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know that people are going to take me seriously. I don't know enough. I don't have enough experience with this. I'm not going to say the right things. What if? If we're constantly questioning our own abilities, then there's probably some hang up somewhere with our actual belief in what we're doing and in the business. Number 5, are we waiting for people to come to us? This is a big one. I get this. It's a lot easier to post a lot of really pretty social media stuff and hope and pray that somebody's going to leave their email, and then they're just going to become like this amazing, awesome rock star coach that like we didn't even have to work for. Right? I get that. I dream of those. I dream of those coaches that, just, I saw your post. I loved it. So tell me more about this Beachbody opportunity. I think it's the perfect fit for me. I'm ready to go. I'd love to, build this huge business, and I'll be really consistent, and I'll hit Success Club every month, and yada, yada, yada. Right? How awesome would that be? Right? And I think a lot of times we think that. we wait for people to come to us, just as kind of assuming that that's how it goes. But if we're always waiting and we're always staying back and we're always hoping and praying that somebody's going to come to us, then ultimately what that is it's a problem with our belief in the business. We don't believe that every single person around us needs what we have to offer. It means that, well, it's good for everybody, but we'll just hang out and like hope that everybody comes to us. There's a problem in the belief system. We don't believe strong enough that this is something that people need, that our nutrition is something that's going to make every mom's life in America easier, or every college student, or every full-time working person, that it's going to make a big difference in their day and their energy. You know, do we believe it? Do we really believe it enough to be bold, to become more bold? Number 6, are we hoping that inspiring them is going to be enough? Again, are we hoping that we're going to have like this awesome social media post that's just going to inspire the world, and that we're going to have 400 people messaging us and commenting us, and we're just hoping that we can just inspire enough people to just join us, and we're not doing anything behind the scenes to connect with people and build relationships behind the scenes? This is easy to do. Again, I'm just telling you everything that I've experienced, that, you know, my hope and prayer that I'm just going to like have awesome content and it's just going to, you know, I'm just going to hit it out of the park. But that's not how this business goes. And if I sit back and wait, then there's a problem with my belief in the business. I don't believe strong enough, and I'm not out there in the trenches making this happen and reaching out to people and doing everything I can to get products in their hands that I believe will change their life. Do we believe in the products enough? Do you believe in the products enough? Do you believe in the business opportunity enough to where you can't help but share it with everybody, in person, online, wherever, that this is something that comes up because it's such a huge part of your life that's changing your life, and you know that it has the potential to change others' lives? This is just a passive, this is like a that random acts of kindness thing. Like, we just pass it off. We just, you know, listen, this has changed my life. I want to do something for you. You know, it's like the pay it forward. Hey, somebody did this for me. I got plugged in. It's changed my life. I'm doing this for you. It's worth it. I don't care where you're at. I'm going to talk to you about this because it's important. It's, you know, whether you take it or leave it, whether you take it now or take it later, whatever. But I feel compelled to tell you about it because it's changed my life and it's made such a difference for me. So do we believe that enough? Okay. Number 7, are we go-getters, or do we wait around to be fed? And what I mean by this is, do we believe in the business enough to where we are fighting for our business? Not just where we sit back and we hope that we learn as we go, and we'll catch some stuff on Facebook when it comes through, or, you know, we will, we'll talk to somebody, we'll just watch a couple YouTube videos and we'll figure it out eventually. But do we believe in the business enough to where we're not waiting around to be fed, and we're not relying on other people to feed us, but that we are out there, we're working hard to learn everything we can about our business so that we can offer the entire package to people, so that we can go to people and we know the answers, and we're confident, and we know we love our business, and it radiates that we're passionate about this. We're passionate about something. And that something is helping other people get healthy and helping other people, believe in themselves and potentially get involved and plugged in with a business that really improves every aspect of their life. So are we doing that? Are we making the time to go after it and to show up every day and not waiting around for somebody else to tell us what to do? And we're not waiting around hoping that, people are just going to fall into our lap and we're going to help them and get great results. And that happens. Don't get me wrong. You're going to have people who are going to be like, hey, so I saw you talking about that. Tell me all about it. I'm sure you've already had those people, those encounters, and that's awesome. And I just want you to hear my heart tonight that ultimately we have to really identify with how much we actually believe in our business and how much we actually believe in the products, because that is going to change everything. Everything. I relate this to my faith a lot because As a Christian, as a Christ follower, I believe that Christ is the Savior, that he is, I believe with all my heart that he saved my soul. I have a relationship with him. And so at every chance I get, my goal is to tell everybody about him. Why? Because I believe everybody on the earth needs him desperately. We all need him. And so I long to be, and I want to be more sold out, because I do believe in that. And so because I believe in that, and I believe that's the truth, that's the reality for my life, I'm not going to hold back. I'm not going to wait for people to come to me, and say, hey, so, I heard about this Jesus. Do you know anything about him? Tell me all about him. I'm going to go out there. It's important enough. It's deep rooted inside of me to the point where I have to talk about it. It's changed my life. It's changed everything about me. So I have to talk about it, and I have to tell people, because when other people experience Jesus and other people experience the life that he has for them, everything changes for them too. And so I say that because our business can be the same, in the sense that we've got products and things that we know are life-changing. And so let's not sit back and wait and hope that it's just all going to come together, and that because somebody's, feeding us information that, eventually we'll get it and we'll make it happen, or customers are just going to come to us if we can just have cool Instagram photos. Let's not do that. Let's choose to believe so strongly in what we're doing that nobody can hold us back. That this is something, we're unstoppable, because our mission and our goal is to help people get healthy first and foremost. It's all about them. It's all about helping them change their lives and their families' lives and their future. That's what it's about. So ask yourself these questions. What do you identify with most? What is holding you back? What specifically is causing you to, really refrain from going all in and being bold and approaching your business without fear and without reservation? And I want you to really look and investigate how much you really believe in what you're doing. And if you don't believe in what you're doing strongly, very strongly, let me encourage you to learn as much as you can. Spend this week diving into Beachbody trainings, into stories. Spend time on YouTube listening to other coaches' stories, watching customer transformations. I mean, this is all on YouTube. Go on YouTube, watch videos, Beachbody transformations. Get inspired. Know that you can increase your belief by figuring out exactly what it is that you want from this business. Figure out what you need to know, what's missing. Go after it with everything you've got, because this is too big of an opportunity to pass up. We have too great of tools in our hands that we can freely share with people that will literally change their lives, that we can't sit idle. We can't sit back and just hope that this is going to happen, hope that people are going to come to us. We've got to be bold, and we've got to get out there, and we've got to look at our belief, figure out where is it that my belief falls short, and investigate. Learn as much as you can. Spend time talking with other coaches, and spend time in personal development. And I believe that you will come out on the other side feeling way more confident about your business, believing in yourself so much more, having that self-confidence. And that's what I want for you. I want for you to be extremely confident in what you're doing, because in that you'll find boldness, and ultimately people are going to see how much you believe and how important this is to you, and how important this message is to you, to connect them to something that's going to ultimately help change their life. So I hope that this was helpful for you. I want to challenge you in this week. I really want to challenge you to keep going through those questions. And maybe there's something, maybe you have other issues that kind of cause you to be hesitant in your belief about what you're doing and in the products and in the business. And if that's so, write those down. You can even send them to me or whatever. Send them to your upline and discuss it with them. But it's so important. It's critical for your success to identify what's holding you back, because you will be spinning your wheels in this business until you know what it is that's holding you back, the things about your belief, the things that, you know, you're hesitant about or you're fearful about. You've got to identify those. Know them, figure out a way to conquer them. We can talk through that, of course. That's what I'm here for, and that's what your offline coach is here for. And ultimately, that's what's going to change your business moving forward and just allow you to influence so many more people. So I hope that this helped you guys. Thanks so much for being on. Thanks for listening to my heart. I adore you guys. I really do. I'm so grateful for every single person on our team. It's insane. Like I just can't believe I get so many amazing friends. I love you all dearly. So have a great night, you guys. Let me know what I can do for you this week moving forward. Don't forget, a week from today, we're starting our sneak peek, and it's going to be awesome. So invite as many people as you can to that. So next Monday, instead of our team call, we're going to be doing a business opportunity presentation. So invite this week people to get on that. I promise it'll be worth your time and energy. So, all right, you guys, I love you all. Have a great night, and I will talk to you very, very soon.